Кэшбэк-сервис Leti Shops позволяет экономить на покупках в более 700 популярных интернет-магазинах. Заходите прямо сейчас на letishops.ru и получите про-аккаунт в подарок.
Now that I think about it, how did Scarecrow know to go after your IT department? I mean, I had no idea she worked for you when I shot her. I just got lucky. Seriously, I was aiming for her head. Oh, if I'd only had a video camera when I swept Barbara off her feet. Poor old Jimbo had to make do with a slideshow.
The tire tracks will lead me to Barbara. I can use the Batmobile forensic scanner to follow them.
I want the Arkham Knight's name.
As do I, Master Bruce. He has presumably chosen that title for a reason. Where do you suggest we start?
Arkham City. Go through the files of every inmate who was released following the death of Hugo Strange. And Alfred.
Sir?
They knew about Barbara. Activate the Batcave security protocols. Don't drop your guard.
Gotham's a big place, and there's a whole army between us. I'm ready for you. The bat! Hey, Ron! Get away from him! The man who
The militia have deployed a device. It's burrowed deep into the road.
Yes, I see it. Similar devices are being planted across the city.
I'll investigate. It's a bomb, Alfred. A well-armored one.
Oh dear. In that case, sir, should you really be standing quite so close?
I'm going to set up a remote link to the Bat computer and hit it with every virus we've got. Once we're hacked in, I can expose the core and defuse it with a controlled explosion.
Very good, sir. Though I should warn you that the militia has already deployed a platoon of its unmanned tanks to stop you.
They won't.
Sir, the virus upload has destabilized the device. If you move too far away and lose the connection, it will flatten everything within a 10-block radius.
As you predicted, sir, he's trying to defuse the device. The drones you requested have been deployed.
We need those bombs in place, Sergeant. They're our deterrent.
I know, sir. I'll stop him dead. Lost the Rattler. Batman took out a drone.
Make him pay.
Multiple drones offline. What the hell was that?
The enemy's acquired simultaneous strike capabilities. Think faster. These machines are relentless. Unlike you, they don't give up.
Master Bruce, you leave the area, the bomb will detonate.
I'm not afraid of you, Batman.
Alpha target flanked. Alpha target hit. Going for the kill. Batman's taking out a Rattler. I'll find you, and when I do,
The
you're
bomb's
dead.
payload is exposed. I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion.
You think that's it, Dark Knight? I've got this whole city wired to blow. Try and disarm the explosives, and you'll face even more of my drones. You see, I've waited years, and no one is taking this from me. They'll get a charred crater if they try.
Sir, that warning was broadcast publicly. I suspect the Arkham Knight wishes to discourage outside intervention.
That thing will flatten us! Move! I'm going! He's on our tail! Outrun that thing! Come on! Lose him!
Jeez, he's coming after us!
For it! Come on, get us out of here!
Alfred, the Arkham Knight's trail leads into Miyagani Island. Lower the Mercy Bridge.
I can't, sir. We're locked out.
The militia must have hardwired into the transport control system. Find me their access point.
Right. Tracing the network traffic, it seems to have all been rerouted to Grand Avenue Station.
Then that's where they'll be. I'll proceed on foot and take over their access point. I'll contact you when you're able to lower the bridge.
Be careful, sir. Miyagani Island is rife with militia drones and troops.
I'm staying out of the way. Those things, I don't trust them.
What's your problem?
station's crawling with the Arkham Knight's militia. I need to clear them out and find the access point they're using to hack into the transport network.
With the shock. Good. We're gonna need it. You think he's coming? Oh, I know he is. Arkham Knight just kidnapped his friend. We got the drone. He's not catching us off guard. He better not. Batman accesses that terminal. I don't know what Scarecrow and the Arkham Knight will do to us. So what happened? The chemical factory blew up, but I don't see any giant clouds of fear gas. Batman happened. He went in there, tore through. What was that? I don't know. It came from over there. Move! This way! Over here! I had him! Stay focused. Watch the blind spots. Nothing we can do for him. We spread out and get revenge.
Mine those vantage points!
Planting mine on vantage point. Keep looking. We need to hold this position. If we lose control of the bridges, Scarecrow will kill us. And not if the Knight kills us first. What was that? What's that? I'll shoot him down and see what happened. We got another. We're losing control of this. Everybody fan out and stay sharp. We still have him outnumbered. This isn't like the drills. He's faster than I thought.
You're a creature of habit, Batman. Let's see if you can break it. He's picking you up from the vantage point. Get him on up there now!
Planting mine on vantage point. Lost him! Start checking for men down! I'll get him down and see what's wrong with him! He's over there! Come on! Target gone! No excuses. We find him! I think we've lost the transport network. Knight said defend it to the last man. You know, well, I think we are the last men.
You three can still take him. Be smart, be quick, be alert.
Find him before he finds us! Who's out there? The hell was that? He went this way!
Glad you're putting up a fight, Batman. I expected nothing less.
With the Arkham Knight's men taken care of, I can use their uplink terminal to lower the bridges.
Isn't that Barbara's job? Oh, right. In all the excitement, I almost forgot. You don't really believe old Jimbo's gonna forgive you if you save her. He holds a grudge, Bats. I should know.
Alfred, I've re-enabled the bridge controls.
Marvelous.
I'm rebooting the network now.
Forget Scarecrow. It's time to face your one true nemesis, Batman.
Oh dear. Is that who I think it is?
Enigma.
Contact me when you're ready with the bridge.
Riddle me this. Why would a Batman visit an abandoned orphanage?
Eddie, sweetie, you've confused me with Robin. The big guy and I aren't all that close.
Oh, I know. It's because of what will happen to his feline friend if he doesn't get here in time. Shocked, Dark Knight? Stunned? You didn't expect this, did you? That is because you are no match for me, Edward Nygma, the Riddler, and your intellectual superior. Did you think I would just forget our last meeting, Dark Knight? You humiliated me. I know you will not beat me this time. It is utterly impossible. You cannot do it. I have won already. I will mock your attempts to solve my conundrums. I will stand triumphant over your bloodied corpse. And as the dim light fades for good in your tiny dullard's mind, your final thought will be how I have bested you. Come to the orphanage, detective, or she dies.
Batman's gonna get what's coming. Scarecrow ain't beaten yet.
Come in, Control. We have rioters on Miyagani Island. Falcon 5 out.
All right, riddle me this, fellas. What do you call the guy who takes down the bat? A hero, that's what! I don't get it. You wanna break the bat? Then forget Scarecrow, Two-Face, Penguin, and the rest of those punks. Enigma's the man with the plan. The riddle guy? Nah, I'm not buying. Trust me, this guy's IQ is through the roof. You wanna catch the Dark Knight, you need to be smart. Enigma's smarter than all of yous put together. If he's so smart, how come the bat's still out there? Enigma's got a plan. You'll see. You don't believe me? Go ask Catwoman. She's right in there, all tied up and waiting for the bat to come save her. That's when the fun starts.
He's here!
Get ready. Did we beat him?
Riddler has Catwoman. Tell me why.
I don't know anything. I swear. I just tied her up and left her inside.
Why? What's Enigma's play?
I ain't got a clue. I just brought her here and planted some of those trophies nearby. That's it. You gotta believe me.
I do.
Control, Falcon 5. Tank spotted on Miyagani Island. Over.
Batman? That had better...
Keep still. you okay?
Perfect. What little girl doesn't dream of being bait for her strapping Dark Knight?
We're leaving.
You might be, but I'm not.
Ah, both contestants are finally here. Tonight, folks, we've got riddles galore. But first, let me introduce my beautiful assistants. I'm growing tired of my dependence upon the least useless dregs I can scrape from Gotham's utterly uninspired underbelly. Why rely on others for help when you can design, program, engineer, and manufacture it yourself?
All yours. Such a gentleman.
What a pair you made. Together, you're just competent enough to survive. Enjoy it while it
Bring it
lasts.
down.
Night. I have more in store for you than hitting things. No doubt you enjoyed that, Detective. It's the most fun you'll have all night. You see, Dark Knight, this feisty, felonious feline has been fitted with a shiny new collar. With each challenge you complete, you'll get one little key. Collect every key and the kitty goes free. Remove it too soon and the kitty goes boom! Well, don't just stand there, Dark Knight. Take that rocket-fueled roadster of yours and make your way to the Cauldron Train Yard. My first test is waiting.
I'll be back soon.
You'll be back right away. Guys like Eddie let me be until I started playing nice with the bat. Don't keep me waiting.
Sir, I've regained control of the bridges.
Good work. I'll contact you when I'm in position at Mercy Bridge.
Well, Batman, old boy, this is quite the dilemma, isn't it? Do you save the incompetent friend who got herself kidnapped, or the incompetent friend who got herself kidnapped? Personally, I go see Eddie's latest contrived death gauntlet. I'm sure he went to a lot of trouble. Besides, you can't save all of Barbara. I killed half of her already.
A GCPD helicopter reported a hostage situation in Port Adams, sir. One of the Station 17 firefighters. The captors are entrenched with firearms. Rather a lot of them.
I'm heading to Mercy Bridge to pick up the trail of the Arkham Knight's vehicle.
Miss Gordon's safety is on all of our minds, sir. Good luck.
I'm in control. This is Falcon 4. We have a positive on one of the missing firefighters. He's being held in the Grand Avenue area. Over.
Ain't no reasoning with the crazy ones. They ain't in it for the money. They're just like killing for the fun of it. Let's just make sure we watch each other's backs.
Batman and the Arkham Knight go toe-to-toe.
Alfred, I'm at the bridge.
One moment, sir. I should probably warn you, there's a significant militia presence ahead.
Duly noted.
I managed to access the files Miss Gordon was working on before her abduction. It would seem she found a weakness in the drones, sir. A direct hit from the Vulcan gun on their sensor array should destroy them with a single shot.
Sergeant, Mercy Bridge is being lowered. He's coming.
Mamba drones online and ready to engage. Drone feed offline.
Get back!
I'm flanking him! Armor breach on Mamba drone! Arkham Knight, come in. Defense is breached. He's moving onto Miyagani Island.
Not now, Sergeant. Establish roadblocks. Lock the island down. Nowhere to hide.
Rattler's been hit. I got him! He got a drone. No! I'm taking you down. Direct hit on a Rattler. Alpha target wiped out the drone unit in Kingston. Rattler's hit. It's still operational. I've lost the drone. I'll crush you next time, Dark Knight. Alpha target spotted. Northern sector, Miyagani Island. Mamba offline. Batman's taken out a drone. Rattler offline. Confirmed strike on target. Drone offline. Enemy flanked. I can take the loss. You can't. Target strike. You're gonna lose eventually. It's inevitable.
be connected shortly, sir. Expect minor resistance, Master Bruce.
They're not hunting you.
Mama's been hit. Rattler down. Alpha targets hit a drone. Drone down. Drone's been hit. Lost the Rattler. That's a hit. Drones in
The bomb's payload is exposed. I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion.
Congratulations, sir. Bomb destroyed.
I'm going to enjoy rolling over their car, Batman, with you inside.
The Arkham Knight's vehicle swerved and crashed up ahead.
Control Falcon 4. We've got something. There's a body strung up on a rooftop in Bristol. Over.
Car's empty. The Arkham Knight must have taken Oracle and moved on. I should examine the vehicle more closely. The car veered off an empty road. Why? Looks like the driver wasn't wearing his seatbelt. I should find the body. Traces of pepper spray on the right side of the driver's face. Oracle must have been in the passenger seat and deliberately caused the crash. Clever. I should check the area where she was sitting. The door was torn off during the crash. If I can find where it came to rest, I can determine exactly what happened.
torn cleanly off the hinges. The door must have been opened before the crash. Oracle got out. I need to examine the reconstruction, pinpoint where she landed.
I can't leave here until I figure out a way of tracking Oracle.
Oracle got free of the vehicle before the crash. Oracle stopped here. Someone took a shot at her. I should analyze the point of impact for ballistic evidence. The caliber of the weapon is a match for the Arkham Knight's sidearm. The trajectory and impact velocity points to a shooter that matches his height. At this range, he couldn't have missed. A warning shot. I've missed something. Oracle knew she couldn't escape, but she caused this crash for a reason. She must have left a clue while crawling away. Lucius, Oracle left me the scrambler device at the scene of the crash. Decrypt the data so I can pinpoint the Arkham Knight's location.
This kind of thing was more Miss Gordon's specialty. I'll see what I can do, but it'll take me a little while.
I'll meet you at Wayne Tower when you're ready. Alfred, give me an update on Gotham's Most Wanted.
One moment, sir. Right, these two are just in. A mysterious hooded figure has been spotted on a rooftop in Grand Avenue. He appears to be standing beside a burning bat symbol, sir. It might be wise to establish whether this interloper is friend or foe. Reports are also coming in of a blaze at the Bristol fire station. One suspects arson, sir, as the power to the building has been cut, disabling the fire suppression system. You may wish to investigate. You might want to search the Bristol district, sir. Officers have reported hearing the same opera music associated with...
I'm heading to Wayne Tower. If we can decrypt the Arkham Knight security protocols, we should be able to track his location.
If he thinks he can hide from you, sir, he's in for something of a surprise.
Command Control. The fire station in Bristol is going up in flames. It's gonna take the whole building down if someone doesn't get to it in time. Over.
I'm telling you, we should split. What happens if the Bat decides to break all our limbs? In case you forgot, we just trashed the emergency room. I'm imagining. I gotta be imagining it. Who chained a body to a wall?
Nice of you to drop in, Mr. Wayne. I suppose you weren't really dressed for the front entrance.
Have you finished the decryption?
Fully decoded. I've downloaded all recent militia radio transmissions and their corresponding coordinates to your machine.
Thanks, Lucius. I can scan the network for the Arkham Knight's voice print and determine the location of his last broadcast.
You know, if I'd ever been curious about your identity, I would have torn off that mask years ago. I always figured the truth would be a letdown. But I have to admit,
It's a bad idea to walk out in the Batsuit while Lucius's PA is still here.
A cover story. The dead parents are just icing on the cake.
You had to go and spoil the surprise. I was hoping to keep her under wraps until she's ready. Next generation disruptor. She's still a couple of weeks from completion, but I figured you'd appreciate a working prototype. I should have her with you later on this evening.
Thanks, Lucius. I think I might need it.
I've improved the frame too, of course. It's lighter and more durable than before. Now I know it's not my place to pry, but Alfred's starting to worry. If you need to talk about anything, you know where to find me.
I'm heading to Wayne Tower. If we can decrypt the Arkham Knight security protocols, we should be able to track his location.
If he thinks he can hide from you, sir, he's in for something of a surprise.
Identity confirmed. Good evening, Mr. Wayne. Upload waveform for analysis.
Now I've waited long enough. Batman dies. Tonight.
Scanning communications for voice print match. Location verified.
Got it. The Knight's transmitting from the Miyagani tunnel network.
Glad to be of assistance, Mr. Wayne. While you're here, we've been working on some further upgrades for your car. Let me know where you'd like us to focus our efforts. An upgrade to your weapons generator will let you overcharge the Batmobile's secondary weapons. You'll be a force to be reckoned. Excellent choice. I'll prepare it right away. Now, if there's anything else you need, I'll be here all night. It's not like I could leave this city even if I wanted to. I hope you don't mind my allowing Clara to stay. She said that Wayne Tower was the safest place for 100 miles, and I could hardly disagree. Take care, Mr. Wayne. You know where to find me.
Alfred, I've traced the Arkham Knight to the Miyagani tunnel system.
Excellent news, sir. But I'm detecting a significant drone presence in the area. It would be folly to engage them without the Batmobile.
Noted.
Shall I open the south entrance?
Hold off until I get there, Alfred. I don't want to spoil the surprise.
Control, Falcon 4. Possible hostage situation near Wayne Tower. Multiple assailants. Over.
Per your request, I've created a series of diagnostic simulations to test the various functions of the suit and Batmobile. Simply select the appropriate program, and the Batcomputer will provide a nav...
Someone's attacked the fire station in Bristol. I'm going to put out the blaze and find who's responsible.
What do you see when perched on high? Prey that no longer fears you. That dead city that heralds your own demise.
Power to the fire suppression system has been cut. I need to get it back online to get the blaze under control.
You die here, and your legend dies with you.
Take care, Mr. Wayne. You know where to find me.
Alfred, I've traced the Arkham Knight to the Miyagani tunnel system.
Excellent news, sir. But I'm detecting a significant drone presence in the area. It would be folly to engage them without the Batmobile.
Noted.
Shall I open the south entrance?
Hold off until I get there, Alfred. I don't want to spoil the surprise.
Target sighted. Destroy him! Damn it! Rattler's taking damage! Drone unit destroyed at the gardens!
Firefly.
You beat me once, but that's a long time ago. Head into the light! Is that bat suit flame-proof? You'll be cinders when I'm done. I'll roast you alive! You'll not extinguish me again! Fire consumes all! I'll make your skin crackle and burn! Dodge these flames! This will not be like last time! Ah! Give up and burn! No! You won't catch me! Tonight, this stinking city will be purified by flames!
You know, sir, I believe we've met that charming pyromaniac before.
Firefly.
It seems Scarecrow made everyone aware that Gotham would be defenseless tonight.
He's dangerous, Alfred. Keep watch for more fires. Someone's lit a burning bat symbol on the Gamby store rooftop. A beacon or a threat? Time to find out.
There you are!
I trust you have not forgotten me, Batman.
Azrael.
Dark days are here, Batman. The prophecy has come true. From the ashes of Arkham City, the fires are raging, and Gotham is burning.
What do you want?
I can see that same fire in your eyes. Before this night is through, that fire will consume you. Gotham will need a new savior, a new guardian, a new Batman.
I'm not finished just yet.
You cannot carry this burden forever. I have studied you for a long time. You have a code. You will not kill. Then neither shall I. The Order has foreseen it. The time has come to pass the mantle to another warrior. To me.
If you can prove your abilities, when the time is right, I'll consider it. But first, you must show you are worthy.
As you wish.
Complete the challenge without getting hit to prove you are worthy.
We go again.
I have failed you.
One more time.
Get ready. This is gonna hurt.
Next time, I will prove myself.
Prove you're ready. This was just the beginning. There are more challenges ahead. Contact me when you're ready.
Sir, I've captured Azrael's performance.
Good work, Alfred. Run the usual physiological tests.
Then am I to understand you're considering him as your successor?
None of us know what will happen after tonight. I'll be in touch. The bat creature's still at large on Miyagani Island. I'm going to hunt it down and take a blood sample, determine who or what it is.
Man, Scarecrow's a real buzzkill. He should put something funny on or something. Oh, good. Scarecrow's on TV.
What is it with these guys?
The bat creature's still at large on Miyagani Island. I'm going to hunt it down and take a blood sample, determine who or what it is.
I gotta say, Bats, it is good to be back. Gotham just wasn't the same without me, was it? I mean, Scarecrow's the biggest bad guy in town. Not for long.
I think this is gonna be one special Halloween.
Alfred, run analysis on the blood sample I just uploaded.
Right you are, Master Bruce. I'm searching for possible matches now. How you managed to get this sample is beyond me, sir. Ah, here we are. The blood is heavily mutated, but we have a partial match, a Dr. Kirk Langstrom.
Search for any properties in Gotham owned or leased by Dr. Langstrom.
Certainly. Let me see. He and his wife lease a basement laboratory in Chinatown. I'm sending you the address. You might want to search the Bristol district, sir. Officers have reported hearing the same opera music associated with other crime scenes you've investigated.
There's definitely some kind of creature flying around out there.
You might want to search the Bristol district, sir. Officers have reported hearing the same opera music associated with other crime scenes you've investigated.
You gotta hand it to Scarecrow. He's given us the keys to the whole city.
Per your request, I've created a series of diagnostic simulations.
I sure hope the bat died in that explosion.
I need to stay within range of the remote control.
What's with all the rain? Penguin don't look so stupid with that umbrella.
It all falls apart, Batman. Everything you worked for. The peace you built on a foundation of sand.
I saw a guy breathe Scarecrow's gas once. Not pretty.
Control, we have militia tanks on the move. Over.
Remember, if you see Batman, shout and charge him. Never fails.
Oh, you think we should have evacuated? Nah.
A GCPD helicopter reported a hostage situation in Port Adams, sir. One of the Station 17 firefighters. The captors are entrenched with firearms. Rather a lot of them.
Gonna be nothing left when we're...
You're going down, Batman. I'm gonna smash you into little pieces, that freak.
Kill him!
You wait! The chief's gonna make you all pay for this! What, you kidding me? The only way he's doing anything is if he comes here with an army, and that ain't happening. Arkham Knight. Never heard of her before tonight.
I'm having fun just imagining.
We killed the bat! Not so scary now, huh, Batman? You've been watching Scarecrow on the big screens? His face weren't that messed up back at the asylum.
Try and relax. We're professionals. We know what we're doing.
You ain't hide. He went this way!
I need to secure the area before I can free the firemen.
There he is! He ain't getting away again!
Over here!
He went this way!
Help me, please!
Thank you. I thought I was dead for sure. Those animals.
Think. What do you remember about the attack?
The chief had us heading back into the city, searching for civilians. He said we weren't leaving anyone behind, and then from nowhere, this fireball or something slammed into us. I must have blacked out. Next thing I know, one of these psychos is stubbing a cigarette out on me. Have you found the others? What about the chief?
I'm still looking. Wait.
The fire was shooting straight at us. It sounds crazy, but it's like it was alive.
A challenge in the Cauldron train yard. Fine, Nigma. I'll play your games, and I'll win. Selena's life depends on it.
Me and Dad came to Gotham when I was like 15. I wanted to see Batman. Funny how things work out. Man, look at all the construction work. No economic downturn here. Pretty ugly, though. The way they're building all that new stuff right on top of the old. I didn't know we had an architectural connoisseur on the squad. It's Batman! Looks like we got lucky being shipped out of Ace. We took some serious casualties back there. I tell you, this is a sweeter gig than sweeping for IEDs in Kurok, that's for sure. Contact! Heavy contact! Outside the tunnel! Suggest immediate exfil, sir! Now! Going anywhere.
Oops! You're dead! Wait, does that mean I'm dead? Get up, Bruce! Get up!
State-of-the-art tech, gentlemen. He won't know what's hit him. Look, would you just shut up about it? You'd scream too if you thought you saw the bat.
A challenge in the Cauldron Train Yard. Fine, Nigma. I'll play your games, and I'll win. Selena's life depends on it.
It's gone, Dark Knight. The grip you had on Gotham. Your long reign of fear. I'm sovereign now.
Control, it's a Falcon 5. Tank spotted. Over. Where are the others? What have you done with them? Your concern is admirable, but if I were you, I'd do a bit more worrying about yourself. I don't know if you figured it out yet, but this don't end well for you. What do you mean? Hey, I think you might hit him too hard on the head. What I mean is your stinking pathetic ass is about to come to a stinking pathetic end. You're gonna kill me? Give the man a prize. Yeah, we're gonna kill you. What do you think we got you out here for? Your conversation?
Tonight's the night you die. The bat's here! Dodge this!
broken?
I see you're too scared to face me.
I need your help, Batman!
What the hell happened? I don't remember anything. Your truck was attacked. You and the rest of your crew were taken hostage by rioters.
It's over, Batman. Not even you can save Gotham this time.
I won't give up. I'll find your crew. Wait here. An officer will come and take you to GCPD.
Didn't think we'd be sharing the streets with freaking tanks.
Militia drone spotted in Grand Avenue. Patrol formation. Over.
Our army is trained, Batman. Disciplined and loyal. They lack the cowardice you rely on and exploit.
I saw him taking out those dudes guarding the station. Man, he's kicking serious ass in that new suit.
A challenge in the Cauldron train yard. Fine, Nigma. I'll play your games and I'll win. Selina's life depends on it.
Mason Pack ain't the only one doing this. How do you know? I know. I hear things. There's a bunch of them getting a piece of the action. They're all meeting in Gotham tonight.
Alfred, I found another body. The mutilation pattern looks to be identical to the previous murder victim.
Then it appears Gotham does indeed have a serial killer in its midst. And here I was thinking this evening couldn't get any worse.
I'm going to scan the body for unique identifiers. An irregularity on the victim's chest. It appears to be a birthmark, quite distinctive. There's a bullet lodged deep in the upper bicep. This type of ammunition is predominantly used with a hunting rifle that hasn't been manufactured in over a decade. The left foot is missing several toes. The site of amputation suggests the removal of non-viable tissue in the treatment of frostbite. Alfred, I've ID'd the victim as Robert Kincaid.
He was a microbiologist who worked for Stag Enterprises. Many believe the shooting was connected to Kincaid's knowledge of controversial research, although that remains unverified. He took a teaching post in Atlanta, which is where he was reported missing.
Another person taken from outside the Gotham area.
A significant detail, sir.
So are these words written beside the bodies. Try and find a connection between the two victims I've found, Alfred. There has to be something linking them together.
I'll try my best, sir.
It's gonna take more than muscle and guns to crack that joint. You forget. Me and Pipes are taking down some pretty big scores. Not this big. Think for a minute. Imagine what Mr. Playboy's got stashed in the vaults over there. We'll be loaded.
A challenge in the Cauldron Train Yard. Fine, Nigma. I'll play your games and I'll win. Selena's life depends on it.
There's big smoke coming off the Cauldron fire station. Looks like it's been attacked. Over.
How long will you struggle, Batman? How long will you try and enforce order on a city whose natural state is chaos and despair?
Riddler, talk.
Sure. Whatever you say.
We're done.
Ha! Batman's got a tank now? Guess we got him scared.
All right, sir. Connection established. As expected, sir, a small drone force has been deployed to stop you.
Batmobile spotted! He's by the shipping yard! Diamondback's hit! It won't take another strike! Diamondback offline! Batman took out a drone. Make him pay! Confirm multiple hits. Over. Drone's been hit!
If you leave now, the device will explode.
Direct hit on a Rattler. Confirmed hit. Target hit a drone. Armor still intact. He got a drone. No! Batman's taking out a Rattler. Drone unit
The bomb's payload is exposed. I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion.
Excellent work. Bomb defused.
You really want help marching in over those bridges? That's just more blood on your hands.
A challenge in the Cauldron train yard. Fine, Nigma. I'll play your games, and I'll win. Selena's life depends on it.
Ah, Detective, you arrived! I thought Catwoman's little predicament might encourage your participation. I realized, you see, that the kind of image-obsessed narcissist who places bat symbols on his hubcaps would never willingly submit himself to the kind of humiliation I have in store. Yet, here you are, Detective. The humiliation is waiting below. Well then, Detective, it begins. You are staring, with stupefied incomprehension, at a mechanism I have calibrated to respond to an extremely precise radar pulse. In a moment, I will give you the decrypted code, Dark Knight. Oh, but first, I think we should run through the ground rules for tonight's festivities. Rule the first. You will address me at all times as Riddler, the Riddler, or Mr. Nigma, sir. Otherwise, Detective, I expect your... What? How did you solve tonight's very first riddle? Well done. Well done. Welcome to my racetrack, Detective. You must complete 3 circuits of this gauntlet, finishing each before the time limit expires. Come now, Detective. Let's put that grotesque ego-mobile to the test. Be ready, Dark Knight. There's more to this test than just going really fast. Tick-tock, detective, tick-tock.
Can that ramshackle motor handle this? Faster, Dark Knight, faster! Can those flickering, faltering synapses keep up with my automatically adjusting course?
I'm disabling the afterburner's failsafe. I need the extra speed.
Don't get too confused. Now, right! I'm shocked, Dark Knight. Is that really as fast as it goes? Let's work that undeveloped brain of yours. Once more onto the track, Dark Knight. Once more! Now pay attention, detective. Go left. Oh, detective, what's that I hear? Is it time's winged chariot hurrying near? You're close, detective. Don't fumble now. Don't fumble now. Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. Relax, Dark Knight. The ordeal is over. Such a pity the laws of physics prohibit me from testing my non-Euclidean designs. Now then, detective, hop on the pressure pad beside me. Listen carefully, Dark Knight. Your friend's life depends on it. Back in the orphanage, a series of glass cabinets have appeared in front of Catwoman. Isn't that right, my dear?
I see them, Eddie.
Good. One of those cabinets, my dear, has your first key inside. The others, they contain less useful keys. Keys that will unlock the admittedly slight contents of your skull all over the orphanage walls. Your job, detective, is simple. Figure out which cabinet Catwoman must open. And don't get it wrong.
So most of them will kill me. One of them won't. Great. I can do this. Okay, Batman. Let's see if you're as smart as they say. One down.
Well done to the pair of you. That's the first key collected. Don't expect to be sinking your claws into too many more. Too many more.
Simulation activated.
Did you really believe that a challenge designed by me, the Riddler, would be quite so easy? Oh, Dark Knight, you sweet, naive sentinel, of course it wouldn't. But now I have several hundred terabytes of performance data relating to the latest model of rocket-powered hearse you're driving. With that in mind, I have prepared for you something a little less knuckle-whitening and rather more brow-furrowing in Chinatown. Hurry on over, detective, or it won't be curiosity that kills the cat.
Batman saved the day at Ace Chem? Good for him. More looting for us. Well, you had enough yet, punk? Speak up, we can't hear you. You... Get out of here!
Oh, God. What's he doing? What's he doing?
He's tailing us. Keep driving.
You've got contact. Heavy contact. Outside the tunnel. Suggest immediate exfil, sir. No! I'm not going anywhere. Drone offline. Target just hit a Diamondback. Armor breached. Lost the diamond. Drone moving to flanking position. He's hitting us hard. Status update. Entrance armor disabled.
I hear there's some nutcase go...
You're finished! Rattler's been hit!
Alfred, I'm at the tunnel entrance. Open cache. The Arkham Knight's drone deployment has been wiped out. Your man can resume patrols on Miyagani Island.
You got it, Batman. Thanks.
Alfred, there's another blast door. I need you to open it.
Oh dear. It seems they've locked me out of the system. They must know you're here.
Don't worry, Alfred. I'll find another way in. Have you made any progress on the cure?
Getting there. Hey, I haven't heard from Barbara for a while. Is she okay?
She's fine. She's working on something for me. It's important.
But she's safe, right?
Don't worry, Tim. Just keep working on that cure.
very me of you. Though I can see why you didn't tell him after old Jimbo's hysterical overreaction. Still, if you cared about Barbara the way that little sidekick of yours does, maybe she wouldn't have got kidnapped in the first place. They're starved, Patsy. Like me and you. Shame they're being torn apart thanks to your crusade. So let's recap. Barbara's kidnapped, and let's face it, probably dead. You're lying to Loverboy Wonder about it, and dear old Jim's marched off on his lonesome to save the day. Not your best day at the office, Bats. Something on your mind? Come on! Let Robin out of his cage! You can't force him to slave over your cure! Plus, if he gets himself killed out there, you won't have to tell him about Barbara. It's win-win! You think he's really gonna fix your nasty case of jokeritis? Not a chance. I'm chronic, Brucey. I'm lingering. We both know there's no cure for me. Can you remember when it was simple? Back in the old days when it was just you, me, a regular war against crime? Well, take a look, Bats. Things change. Now it's just war, with you standing right bang in the center. Of course, like with any war, there are casualties. It's inevitable, unavoidable. Like death. Well, maybe not death. I seem to have sidestepped that one. Still, not all of us are so lucky. Remember Talia? Of course you do. How could you forget a girl like that? All it took was one piece of lead to end your hopes of a happily ever after. You blamed me, of course, but you were wrong. You put her in my crosshairs, Lats. Sure, she didn't do herself any favors, but it was you. See, people trust you. They believe in you. They follow you into your war, and you are about to get them all killed.
Diddle, Detective. I see you've begun pitting that mediocre mind of yours against my riddles. I had plenty of time to conceive them, Batman. When you left me battered and demeaned in Arkham City. I am the Riddler, Batman. I don't suffer humiliation. I pay it back. So solve my riddles if you can. They'll be very important later.
What? In this dirty, rat-infested tunnel? I stayed worse places. Really? I went deep cover in Pinadura. Act like a regular prisoner until the strike team hit the outer walls. At least tonight we're getting out. These things are expensive. Don't screw it up. It's not easy, you know.
Hey, Bats. You see these guys? Think they own Gotham. What are we going to do about it?
You're not going anywhere, old man. Tri-weave titanium-coated armor plating. Nice. Unless you know exactly where to shoot. You're good, Dark Knight. Even better than I remember. It's gonna make it even more satisfying when I kill you. Oh, and don't worry about Barbara. I'll take better care of her than you ever did. Batman's in the control room. Show him what happens when he messes with my city.
You're not getting through me! Just me and you! Get in here! The back! No match for you! Not gonna work! You can't hurt me! I'll crush you! Is it here? You're supposed to stop him! I'm gonna break you, Batman! Take your best shot! Test me, come on! You can't hurt me!
I don't think you'll be solving this one.
I'm gonna end you! What's he doing here? Get him! He took him in. Stop him!
know you very well now, does he? I think you're trapped down here. What kind of supervillain thinks a bullet to the stomach and a handful of tanks will stop the Batman?
Armor holding! Diamond back down!
Time to rescue Oracle and make the Arkham Knight pay.
I see you're back in the car, Master Bruce.
I'm going after the Knight. He's here in the tunnel.
Then let us hope he has Miss Gordon with him.
Damn it, he's here! Open the doors! Open the doors!
So the Batmobile's thermal scanner is only